Hey guys, what's going on? It's xdeadlysmoorex here, and welcome back to part 10 of our Fairy Tail Let's Play. In the last episode, we got a quick rundown of the rules. Basically, guildmasters can't get involved, you can't get help from anyone outside of a guild, and you won't know the game that's being played until it gets announced. Then we had a tour around Crocus, or we had a walk around Crocus, I should say. We beat up some thugs, we saw the outside of the palace, the Shining Palace Mercurius. We went to the plaza where we met Leone, who basically sort of forced Grey into accepting not a duel, what's the word, what's the thing I'm looking for, bet, that's the word. So like if Lamia Scale wins, then Juvia gets put in Lamia Scale and all that stuff. Because there's, as I said in the last episode, there's a love triangle between, well, Juvia thinks there's a love triangle. Grey's just on his own kind of thing, where Juvia loves Grey and Leone loves Juvia. And then we met Sting and Rogue, who are assholes to Natsu and all that stuff. Well, Lecter was more of the asshole, but still. And now we're just going to the rest of the inn, and then we're going to start the games. So, let's get into it. It's almost midnight. Wendy isn't back yet. She should be with Carla, and she's not the type to get lost. How could such a little girl be at this late hour? Is she a night owl? Or maybe she's got into trouble, or maybe some bad friends. I can't stop worrying. Do all novelists have imaginations like yours? Hey, I brought snacks. Tomorrow's the day, huh? Elfman, Lizana. You back from the mountains? I thought we got way stronger, but we weren't even in the running to be in the games. I'm so jealous. I wanted to show off to my sisters. Participants of the Grand Magic Games, good morning. We will have to we now have a qualifying rounds, cutting our 113 teams right down to 8. Qualifying round? You didn't hear about this? 113. I know every guild Fiore is here, but that seems like way too many. A qualifier should be announced before the tournament starts. Find this. So many guilds and a mysterious magic. Should we be suspicious of the organizers of this event? We get so many new entrants every year, and we've been told the events are getting a bit complicated, so this year's main event will only be held for 8 teams. The rules are simple, we have a race. The goal is Domus Flower, where the games will be held. The first 8 teams to arrive win. You may use magic as you please, no restrictions. Only 8 teams will move on. However, your team will only be counted if all 5 members arrive together. Also, know that we will not take any responsibility should you die in the labyrinth. Let the Grand Magic Games qualifying round, the Sky Labyrinth, begin. Race, huh? We better hurry. Wait, all 5 of us must be present. Wendy still isn't here. Wendy! Don't worry about Wendy, you got a real man right here. Switch me in. Huh? Guess we don't have a choice, but we don't have time to wait for Wendy. Let's do it, Elfman. Yeah. Let's do this, Team Fairy Tail. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a spoiler alert right now. First of all, why is Natsu in his fucking... Why are we in that attire, first of all? Oh no, maybe you'll change in a minute. But, yeah, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a spoiler right now. You can't play as Elfman, at least not yet anyway. Somebody's here. Twilight Ogre. Didn't think we'd be seeing you so soon. Get him. Yeah, you can't play as Elfman yet. You can't, unless you... because at the time of the recording, Gust, the makers of the Fairy Tail game, said that there's going to be like DLC characters kind of thing, and the first wave is Elfman, Lizana, Levy, and Leone. So yeah, can't play as Elfman until that DLC comes out. But nah. See, there are like some characters I would like to play as, like Elfman's one of them, because, well, all the Strauss siblings to be honest. Elfman's one, Lizana's one. To be honest, I saw like a few comments on it saying that like Elfman, Lizana, and Levi should have just been playable from the beginning, along with like Kana. That makes sense. Nice. Nice, he's got Mega Fire Dragon Roar. Who else? I think that's it, really. Those are the only members that you get that... Yeah, so the only Fairy Tail members that aren't playable, like from the Fairy Tail Guild itself, that aren't playable are Elfman, Lizana, well, Makarov, but that makes sense, and Mavis, but are Elfman, Lizana, Levi, and Kana. Kana wasn't even mentioned in the DLC, so Lord knows if we're even going to get Kana. I'd love to, because Kana's great, but this is a map of the labyrinth. I see. I think I'm beginning to understand the trick of this qualifier. Guys, your eyes are kind of scary. Take that mouse from everyone you see. Yeah. Okay, I mean, it makes sense that you can't have, like... Okay, I was going to say it's a bit lazy, because that's basically Royal Knight outfits. Like Royal Guard outfits or Magic Council Knight outfits. It's like, you can't make, like, models for every single member, but you could at least give them, like... Make, like, generic thug models. At least. I mean, it's just some of the, it's like, I like this, I won't say I love this game, because there are, like, flaws in this game that I do acknowledge, I'm not, like, blind to it, but you could have, I mean, even if they just made a, like, as I say, a generic, like, thug model, and just did that for, like, other guild members, like, say for, like, Twilight Ogre or something. Fuck, you even see Twilight Ogre's boss and a few of their members. Like, you could have at least done those, or if not, just give them a fucking portrait at least. Like, I won't say this about the Tartarus art, because I think the Tartarus part of this game is actually really well done. But the Grand Magic Games part of this is just so... There's so many questionable decisions about this part of the game. The Sky Labyrinth was a tough maze that spun on its own head. Well, it spun on its own, but we got through it pretty easily. Congratulations, you have qualified. Yes! Of course you did, we're awesome. Did we come first? Nope, 8th. You barely made it. What? Well, at least we qualified. We'll just have to do our best in the main event. Yeah, tomorrow's the main event. I'm getting fired up. If only Wendy was at the lodgings, everything would go great, but I guess things don't always go smoothly. No, considering what happened to Wendy. Everything's coming along perfectly. It might be ready this year. Just wait a little longer, Lord Seraph. Okay, no, that... Oh, fuck. Arcadios is meh, whatever. He's kind of forgettable. How's everything coming along, Arcadios? He's sweet Fiore. This is the princess of the Fiore Kingdom. I mean, she's alright. Spoiler alert, they're not even trying to call Lord... They're not even I was going to call him Lord Seraph for a minute then. They're not even trying to call Seraph. So... I think they're just trying to get rid of him, but... Meh. It's going well, Princess. Our plans will finally come to fruition. Eclipse, the door that will change the world. Yeah, in the worst way possible. Of course, Princess. Leave everything to the captain of your Cherry Blossom Holiness. Do as you please, you have my trust. Yay, tournament day 1. Regardless, I'm relieved you at least qualified. There's still some time before the main event, so let's get our guild rank up so the other guilds don't look down on us. You can take on requests and upgrade facilities from the Inn 2, get our name up there and make the top to 75. We already have. Report to the master. I don't think I can. Wait, let me check this remodeling. I haven't done this, have I? Oh no, I have. Good. Okay. Yeah, I can't remodel because I haven't actually done anything there. Might as well remodel that. Sweet. Yeah, I'll do. There's like a bunch of upgrading stuff I'll do off screen. Like I'll do it during like the whole filler arc I'll be doing. Actually, that makes it sound like I'm going to be doing nothing but grinding. I promise you, it's not a filler arc in a sense of nothing's going to happen. Like, it's a filler arc in sense of, like, I'm just going to be doing a bunch of character stories, a bunch of, like, required member quests, and all that stuff. So that's why I'm calling it a filler arc, because we're not, like, just progressing to the main story kind of thing. So that's why I'm calling it a filler arc, because, I mean, there technically is a filler arc in between the Grand Magic games and Tartaros, so good work. People are starting to talk about our guild again. We're going to win the games and become the best again. It's finally time. Give it your all. Hang on. Oh, sorry about that. Itchy ears. It's finally time for the main event. It will be held at Domus Flower, the arena built in the mountains. We should get going soon, but we still haven't found Wendy. Natsu, it's bad. Wendy has... We found her in the garden. She doesn't have any obvious injuries, but... Wendy, are you okay? What happened? Sorry, I can't remember. It's Majesty Deficiency Syndrome, a weakened state brought on by the loss of a large amount of magic. I'm so sorry. Even after all training, I won't be able to help. Is the person who heard Wendy in the tournament? There's no way to know for certain, but it's a possibility. Are they trying to sabotage our team? Excuse me, jeez. Or do they have something else in mind? There's nothing we can do about it right now. We fight for Wendy. So, let's head to the Domus Flower Arena. Our opponents will be short, don't slack off. And again, another spoiler. If you've seen GMG, then you know, if Grand Magic games, if you've seen, like, if you've watched Fairy Tail and you've seen the Grand Magic games arc, you know that it's Raventail that have done this. If I remember, it's Obra, I think that's his name. He's like a... He's odd. Like, he has no personality whatsoever. Like, Obra doesn't even speak. You don't even get to see him in this game. Like, there's like... I'm not kidding when I say Raventail actually only has one member in this game that has a character model, and it's Flare. Like, that's it. Like, Ivan doesn't have a... Like, you would expect, like, at least the Guildmaster would have a model. Like, at least Ivan would have a model, but he doesn't. It's only Flare that has a model. Guilds are being announced. Like, now to introduce our competitors. Their name might be pretty, but they certainly aren't. Fairy Tail. Yeah, no one likes Fairy Tail at this point. They're booing us? Can they claim the title of Best in Fury with their notorious members newly returned from Tenro Island? Don't they get you? Focus on the voices who are cheering for us. Let's go, Fairy Tail. Whoa! Give it to them. Right. See, in the anime, I understand why that's not full up, because it would take quite... I understand it would take quite a bit of work to, like, basically the entire guild is crammed into that tiny space in the anime and manga. What's that? Hmm? What? No way. Hooray for Fairy Tail! We can do it. So that's, as you see, it's Fairy Tail's first master, Mavis Vermilion. Mavis is cool. I like Mavis. Master Mavis, I came to cheer you on. You came here just to cheer for us? Don't worry. Only people with the guild mark can see me. That's not the issue. But it's boring on Tenro all by myself. I can even have the first master cheering for us. She's just a ghost, though. Next qualifying 7, the terrifying dogs from hell, Quattro Cerberus, who have no character models. Literally, 0 people in Quattro Cerberus have a character model. This is the... Wait, I can understand why Kaga actually had... Sorry boys, this girl's only 6th place Mermaid Guild. Yeah, Mermaid Guild is a female-only guild. I can understand Kagura being, like, having a character model because she's quite important, especially in GMG. Kind of a shame that Liliana doesn't have one, because I quite like Liliana. Liliana's quite cool. But I can understand the others not having, like, character models as well. But hey, it's a fucking shame that like, you don't even see them. Like, the Guildmaster doesn't even have a portrait. Like, Barkus doesn't even have a character model. Which you've just robbed them of you've robbed the game of an of one of the more interesting fights in the early part of GMG, which is Barkus versus Elfman, which was a pretty cool fight. You get to see Elfman's new takeover, which is really cool, Lizard Man. Sparkling Azure in 5th place is Blue Pegasus. This is Icha. Icha, what's the best way to describe Icha? An oddball? I think that'd be the best way to describe him. He's very flamboyant. That's the best way to describe Icha. Flamboyant. Yeah, it makes sense because Icha's probably the most, like, important, let's put air quotation marks, important member of Blue Pegasus. This is a fucking crying shame, alright? In 4th place, the Goddess of Love and War, the beautiful destroyer, Lamia Scale. Right, it's not a shame that Leon and Sheria have character models, because that makes sense. But you don't even get... Jura has a portrait, okay. But Jura doesn't even have a fucking character model. Jura is amazing. And his fight with Luxus was pretty cool. And this whole thing is really cool because he's like the strongest, like he's like at this point in the story he's like I think the 5th ranked wizard saint, so he's just below the gods of Ishgar. But he doesn't even have a character model, and Jura's like important in this part because he like shows, hey, this is the pinnacle of what a mage in Fiore can be. Now this is a surprise. Quote from the Raven. Raven Tail is 3rd place. Raven Tail? Master's son, Ivan's guild. That's a dark guild. Are they allowed to be in the Grand Magic Games? Whoa! I heard they were given legal status recently. That Ivan, he must have cheated somehow. I've been good father, just for this day. Yeah, Ivan's an arsehole. Straight up arsehole. He's the reason Luxus has, like, the Lightning Dragon Slayer Lacrima inside of him. As in, Luxus was a sick kid, like, he was, like, sick, like, when he was young. And I think Ivan just wanted him to be strong, so he just basically implanted a Dragon Slayer Lacrima into his son. Straight up. Consider the girl yeah, it was Remental did this. So you're the ones that did that to Wendy, you bastards. 2 more teams. Sabretooth now wonder what the last team is. So there's a strong guild out there, huh? Maybe they'll have maybe they'll have something to do with that magic Jalal mentioned feeling. Time to announce the 2nd person. Another surprise. Maybe Broken Wings fly the highest. A second underdog is in the running. It's Fairy Tail Team B. Yeah, Mira, Luxus, Gargiel, Juvia, and Mistigan. Air quotates around Mistigan. What? Pixis? Gargiel? Juvia? And Luxus, that's not fair. Wait. Why is Mistigan here? Chalala, is that you? Shush. No way. The rules were recently amended so that 2 teams from a single guild can participate. Convenient. Yeah, but Jalali's technically allowed to do this because it's weird. Mistigan was a part of Fairy Tail before the time skip. Like, we see him briefly, I think it's briefly before Galuna, and then we see him briefly during the end of Phantom Lord, the Phantom Lord arc. Then we get to see him in Battle of Fairy Tail is like where we get to see the most out of him, where we find out he's actually, like, he's Jalal, but he's not Jalal. He's Jalal from Daedalus. Like, Daedalus confuses the fuck out of me because, like, He's basic. That Mystigan's a Jalal from Edalus, where he doesn't have magic power, but he's the Jalal from Edalus isn't Edalus, but Jalal can the Jalal from Fiore or Earthland can be Mystigan because they're the same person. It's all weird. So that's why there are so many teams. Stop messing around. I'm not holding anything back, even if I'm going up against my own guild. Any team that's not ours is the enemy. I'm not gonna lose, you bastards. Don't have any way, Mr. 8th place. I've just gone pretty strong, you know. Natsu won't lose. Team B looks really strong. Our last one is we have the final qualifying team. The Great, the Invincible, the Roaring Champion, Sabretooth. This makes sense. Yeah, like these three make sense. I say these three. Like 3 people that have character models make sense. Rogue, Sting, you know that, and Yukino is another Celestial Spirit Mage. Here they are. Let's have some fun, Natsu. What the hell are you looking at? Go Shield. So that's the strongest guild in Fiore. You can do it. Go Natsu. Go Gajil. Go Sting. Bro's getting cheer too. Is that next season stands? I'm not talking to any of them. Fuck it. We can talk to Leon and Sheliar and Mystigan, and that's legit. That's all we're doing. Because I can't be arsed to any of them. Yeah, literally, that's Flare. That's the only one. That's literally that represents Raven Tail. Great, don't forget our promise. If we win, Juvia is ours. I didn't promise you anything, and I'd never lose to someone like you. Who's that? What happened to your love junk? It's nice to meet you. My name's Sharia. Sky God Slayer. God Slayer is another form of Slayer magic designed to slay gods. We never see any gods. No, that's a lie. We see one of the Yamana, I think it's Yamoka battle gods or something. But that's it. We literally don't see any other gods, and we've never seen a God Slayer fight a god, so Sharia is Sherry's cousin. She's even stronger than her. That's not true. Don't nearly have as much love as she does. She's kind of similar to, like, her magic's the way she can use her magic is very similar to Wendy. Like, she's like a healer kind of thing. Mystigan, I thought you said you wouldn't come. Well, I hadn't thought of it. I hadn't thought of this. Your master is quite the sharp one. He agreed after I explained everything. It's against the rules. You're not a guild member. Mystigan and I are the same person in a sense. Also, I'm told. Don't worry so much. It's a festival, right, Mystigan? He's right, Urza. By the way, Mystigan doesn't talk that much. Be careful. Got it. That one, the mask. He's not a part of the guild. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry. I told you it was a bad idea. But he's not evil. It's strange. I feel he shares the heart of one who possesses the guild mark. It's a long story, but you could technically say he's a member. So that's the prince of this world. Is he strong? Of course he is. Powerful enough to hold the title of wizard safe. I'll allow it. Huh? The fairy tail's victory. Have you discovered anything? Nothing, other than the fact Raven Tail is suspicious, that's it. That's a new guild, right? Their magic doesn't feel like the one from the last few years. Have you felt that mysterious magic yet? No, not yet. Looks like it's about to start. I'm all fired up. It's begun, but first allow me to go over the rules once more. Each guild may only have 5 participants. With 1 person as a reserve, they may switch in and out freely. Currently, Elfman's been switched in for Wendy. 8 teams made it into the competition, but 2 of these are from Fairy Tail. Good job. If I remember rightly, the reserve member for Fairy Tail Team B was Kana, I think. The tournament will last 5 days, and each of those days will have its own game, as well as a battle. In battles, one guild will fight against an equal number of participants from another guild. The game's rules will be kept secret until it has begun. Who plays is up to the team, and points are given based on results. The team with the most points wins. So do your best, Fairy Tail. First game of this year's Grand Magic Games is called Hidden. One member from each team will participate. Those competing will come forward. As a true man, I should be the one to play. I don't think the word hidden describes you very well, Muscle Man. We don't know the rules yet, but if it's a game called Hidden, then stealth is likely important. Only Wendy over here. She's so small. If we need someone small, it's either going to be me or Yuka. Oh yeah, if I remember... Wait, I'm trying to remember this. The only ones I remember from Lamia Scale... It's been a while since I've seen Grand Magic Games, so bear with me a minute. If I remember rightly, Lamia Scale's team was Leon, Sharia, Yuka, Toby, and Jura. I think that was their team. You will? Then I'll go too. I'm about to see what this tournament's all about. Gray's going, then so am I. Hey, you better not lose on purpose for your sweetheart. I'm sorry, Gray, but I don't plan on losing. Of course, give it all you got. Apologies, but I'll be winning, for my Juvia. Leave him be. You wouldn't want to catch his stupid. But we skip over, if I remember right, don't we skip over this? I thought Hidden sounded like fun at first, but we ended having a lot of trouble. Raventail was so stubborn about going after Grey, it's like all they care about was making sure we came last. Yeah, that was the point. Like, there's a member of Raventail called Null Pudding, who's like this weird, small, spiky purple guy, who just constantly kept going after Grey. Then there was a member from Sabretooth, I believe his name was Rufus, I think. He's basically stood on top of the clock tower and used one of his spells and wiped everyone out. We will never see Rufus in this game. He doesn't even have a character portrait. Same with another member of Sabretooth's team, Augur. Augur is the Lightning God Slayer. We don't see him. He doesn't even have a portrait. Rufus's magic is memory make magic. Basically, he can memorize any spell and then he can use it till he can sort of like mix and match spells, kind of thing. It's quite interesting. But Sabretooth is really strong. Juve and Leon tried their best, but they didn't stand a chance. I knew Fairy Tail was the worst. You guys suck. Your golden age's over, you hear? So funny, you bastards. Enough. Let them laugh. I'm sorry. Don't worry, it was only the first match. I'll make them pay for this. Now is the current standings. As expected, the Sabretooth is first. Fairy Tail's teams gave it all, but it wasn't enough. So you've come to destroy us, have you, Ivan? I can switch these out, but no. In. Arena has been added to your destination list. First half of the day's over. Let's do our best in second half too. Time for some payback. Let's go. How do I... Nope. Oh, there we go. My bad. It's been okay, it's been a little bit since I've played. Okay, I've forgotten. I was pressing square like it's fucking... I don't know. Oh, like it shows called Steel. That's the one. Next is a battle, right? Let me take a quick drink. God damn. looks like the organisers are deciding who'll be fighting, and our opponent is the burning hair wizard Flare Corona. Raven Tail? Looking forward to it, Blondie. I just want to... Right. Flare uses like Flare can set her hair on fire, and that's how she attacks. I wonder what would have happened if Natsu fought Flare. Because there's no way she would have done anything to him. Because if it's fire magic, Natsu would just eat that shit. So would that mean Natsu could eat Flare's hair? It's weird. Raven Tail, Flare Corona, and from Fairy Tail, Lulu. Me? They heard Wendy. Call it their greeting. Calling it their greeting. They make me so mad. Gonna win, no doubt about it. She looks really determined. It's because she's fighting one of I'm dumb idiots. Tear them apart, Lucy. What is Raven Tail's goal here? They're obviously trying to embarrass us. They're worse than my They're worse than my hemorrhoids. I hope it's something as petty as that. No, it literally is. It's literally something like that. Because, well, Ivan wants to get his hands on the Lumen Histoire, which I'll explain later. I might explain it in the next episode, because we're going to end it off here. So, for a quick recap, we started the tournament, and we found out, like, literally just found out that everyone in the crowd who is a 2D model, that we can see right now, doesn't like us, basically. But hey, we're going to show them wrong. We're going to show them how wrong they are. So, yeah, that's it. We just found out how wrong they are. We got all the teams. So in the next episode, we're going to be doing the fight between Lucy and Flare, and then just carrying on with the story. Like we're going to so we're basically going to do Lucy's fight with Flare, and Lucy's going to get a really cool magic spell in this fight. It's really good. And then we're just going to continue on after that. So, if you guys enjoyed today's episode, make sure to hit that like button. If you're enjoying our Fairy Tail Let's Play, make sure to subscribe as well. Also, please be sure to check out my Treasure Cold Steel 2 Let's Play. And also, if you guys are a fan of JRPGs, or just RPGs in general, make sure to subscribe as well, because hey, that's what I do here. Oh, excuse me. And I say this in every episode, and I have one project in the work lined up, of which I'll begin recording once I have finished Treasure Cold Steel 2, but you can probably imagine what that Let's Play is going to be. But with all that PSA out of the way, this is xdeadlysmoorex, and I shall see you guys next time.